So cross-aldol reaction is about reacting an aldehyde with a ketone. Sometimes the cross-aldol is also called when you are actually reacting two different aldehydes. So cross just means that you have two different things going on in there, okay? And because aldehydes and ketones behave the same way, you can have two aldehydes or two ketones, and then in cross, one aldehyde, one ketone, two different ketones, two different aldehydes. So that's how the cross-aldol goes. But in any case, in this one, what we're going to do is we're going to do an aldol reaction, and we're going to be treating propanol with cyclohexanone. It doesn't tell us to do condensation, so we're just going to go ahead and focus on doing just the reaction for it and forming an aldol product. Okay, so one of the problems that happens when you're dealing with two different things, okay, so you have propanol, and then we also have cyclohexanone. Okay, so in both of these compounds you actually have an alpha proton. All right, so you have to know which one do you start with. Okay, do you start with the propanol or do you start with cyclohexanone? Okay, which one do you start with? So I'm going to start with what is given to me first, because I'm reacting propanol with cyclohexanone and not cyclohexanone with propanol. Okay, so that's how you can make the distinction if you're not clear. Okay, because the first one takes the priority, and here we are going to be dealing with sodium hydroxide. So pick up the proton, here we go. And so then you have this. Now we're going to react this one with the cyclohexanone. So that's our electrophile. Now the cyclohexanone comes into play. And so then here is the reaction that happens. And so you still have the cyclohexanone, well, oxide, and then here you'll be bonding to this carbon, and this carbon then has methyl group on it, and you also have a CHO coming out of it. Okay, so you have these two carbons, and then of course we'll treat that with water to protonate that. So you have the OH, and there. That's going to be our final compound. You don't need to redraw this one because I think it looks pretty enough. So that's it. Okay, now if we were to do the condensation, we would go ahead, but this is just the reaction, that's all.